Hi, this is Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I'm doing a video today on the roller coaster, what I refer to as the roller coaster part of the relationship with a narcissist, especially towards the tail end, and recounting kind of what a self-aware narcissist has explained as far as what they are experiencing themselves through this period. So, just to circle back, post post love bomb phase, the narcissist is still, for the vast majority of time, going to be in that kind of feedback loop of showing affection, showing love, being receptive. But there's going to be moments where they kind of distance themselves or withdraw or get a little bit mean. And then they'll come back to loving you. So it might be something like, for example, they're wonderful for 6 days in a row. And then one day they kind of just drop off the radar. They're not good about responding to your text or phone calls. They seem emotionally distant, etc. But then the next day they're right back, and then you have another 6 days that are really nice. Conversely, at the end of the relationship, or at least this was my experience, you would have 6 days of them being completely distant, dismissive, one word answers to questions, unresponsive to text messaging, emotionally distant, disconnected. Just I used to refer to it as evaporating. They would just gone, and then after 6 days of that, they would have one day where it's my old partner. They would be affectionate, they would be loving, they would be present, emotionally connected. And I think, oh, this is great. And then, it's over with. And then another 6 days of just, being distant. So very much this roller coaster experience. So this self-aware narcissist did a video where they discuss kind of their experience during that. And, starting back, like say post love bomb, the, realization in the, with the narcissist of, oh my gosh, this person's not perfect. This person is not my ideal. Maybe a little bit of, feeling betrayed and stuff. And they feel some frustration and resentment towards you for that because they feel you lied. They feel like you basically told them that you were perfect, that you were their soulmate, your dream, their dream come true, and then you turned out to just be a human being. And so they would have like kind of this, brief moment where they would be like kind of resentful and angry about that, but then it would go, and then they would like, kind of dismiss it and be back in the relationship with you, and maybe tell themselves, oh well, maybe maybe they are perfect and I just need to give it time. Or, maybe they are my ideal, my soulmate, and this was just an off day or something like that. But, of course it would never be them. That would be the problem. So they would like go back and be present, emotionally connected, etc. And then, but as time goes on, they can't fight it. That feeling that you aren't perfect, that you're not their ideal, it wears on them. And it kind of reaches a point where things kind of switch for them, where they are in this relationship, with you, but they don't, and they know very clearly they don't feel the same way. And so when you're showering them with love and affection, it brings up their core shame. because the thought in their mind is, okay, this person's giving me all the love and affection I ever wanted, and I can't return it. I'm an empty shell. I'm not feeling that, and that is, what I wanted. That's what I had hoped for in the relationship. Going back, that's why the narcissist feels like you betrayed them, is because they feel like, oh, you promised me that I would feel that love and affection that I've always wanted, but I don't. It's not there, and I feel ashamed because someone who says they love me is hugging me, and I don't want to hug them back. I don't want to, or I should say, I don't feel like hugging them back. I don't feel like saying I love them. And I feel ashamed about that because, they understand that there is an imbalance there, that they wish that they could feel the same way that their partner does towards them. And they feel kind of this shame about it. But, narcissists, because they're narcissists, they can't deal with shame head on. So it becomes kind of morphed into these other emotions of frustration, resentment, maybe even envy and jealousy of you, that you're able to feel, love and affection to that degree. And so as time goes on, those negative feelings for the narcissist become more and more and more prevalent, to the point where they kind of just, they can't pretend. And that's when they just kind of drop off the radar, where they just don't even try to emotionally connect with you, and they don't try to respond to your text. And if there's something that they know that makes you happy, they don't care. It's like not even on their radar. And they'll be that way for, say, like my example, they'll be like that for 6 days, where they will not leave the relationship, but they just are so full of shame at not being able to return your love and affection and care, that they just kind of hide, and just kind of remove themselves. But say that once every 7 days, when they do show you affection, when they do say I love you, when they do respond to your text like that, when they do invite you over for dinner or something, that's genuine. I mean, I know that everyone likes to, everyone wants to argue with me about narcissists and their feelings and stuff like that. But that, that's genuine. And I'm just the messenger on that one. That is coming from a self-aware narcissist. That, like, when they have a spark of, they want to hug you back, they want to say I love you, they want to like have dinner with you, that they're not lying. I mean, that's the thing. That's not them playing, doing a chess move on you. That's just them not regulating their emotions and kind of, being a passenger on the roller coaster themselves. And so, but the thing is that, the narcissist knows that as time goes on, those rare sparks are going to just become more and more rare. And that narcissists being narcissists are never going to end the relationship. I mean, that's actually like probably my most popular video. They just don't. They have no motivation to end the relationship, because they can just go have other supply, whether that's be, emotionally cheating, physically cheating, sexually cheating, office husband, office wife, your best friend, your ex-best friend, you name it. I mean, there's no motivation for them to break up with you, because you're just an option. But that said, they're not clueless, and they know that there's going to be a point where they, what some people call the reverse discard, which I hate, where they just basically neglect you to the point that you finally stand up for yourself and you just say, hey, this isn't working out for me. I'm out of here. And of course, the narcissist blows up and starts lighting off, firecrackers and, I don't know, throwing bricks through windows and screaming and be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. After they neglected you for a year. But back to my original point, it's just that during the roller coaster, the narcissist is experiencing their own like mirror image of the kind of feelings that you see expressed with them during this. So they are being distant because they feel shame, embarrassment, frustration at not being able to reciprocate the love and affection that you're giving them. And they know that there's, ultimately something that's not fair, not right there. And that when they do actually show some love and affection, that it is genuine. It is them just kind of having a brief, moment where they're able to connect emotionally, physically, sexually, or whatever, and be present with you. But it's not going to last. And as time goes on, those moments are going to get rarer and rarer and rarer. So again, I just thought this was a really fascinating video because it came from another self-aware narcissist who was kind of explaining this. It's like, okay, why does the narcissist do the roller coaster for like the second half of the relationship? And he just explained kind of his experience and like what's going on, like what he feels inside, and then how that plays out as far as his behavior in the relationship. So hopefully this video's been helpful.